get started with your ZEISS KINEVO 900S, make sure the power cable is plugged in. The power button will light up white when the cable is plugged in correctly. Switch on the device by pressing the power button. It will turn green when the device is switched on. Wait until the user selection menu appears. This may take a little time while the system is powering up. Select the surgeon that will perform the surgery to load their settings. To change the user, click on the User menu. Click on User Administration to manage users and change settings. You can duplicate a user and their settings by clicking on this icon. To delete a user, mark it and click on the trash bin icon. To edit a specific user, click on the pen icon. You can now change the name, the system language for this specific user, their diopters and eyepiece information. You can also add comments. After choosing the correct user, go to the Patient menu. Here you can choose a patient, add a new one manually, or import patients from other sources. If your ZEISS KINEVO 900S is connected to your hospital's patient management system, you can export your data to it. You can also change patient data on the device by clicking on the pen icon. To delete all of your data to empty the internal hard disk drive, click on Select All Patients and click on the trash bin icon to delete everything. Performing a backup beforehand is recommended to avoid losing your data permanently. To go back to the Home menu, click on the House icon at the top left corner. To see the current functions configured for the hand grips, open the Extended Control Center and click on the hand grip icon. To change these functions, click on Change Assignment and choose the button that you want to configure. On the right side, you will see the different functions that can be configured by clicking on a specific button. This little icon always indicates that the settings are linked to this specific user. You will find this icon throughout the whole system for different settings. You can also protect your hand grip settings with a pin. If the user prefers to control the device by using the foot control panel, reopen the Extended Control Center and click here to see the settings for the foot control panel buttons and adjust settings to the user's preferences. To pair the foot control panel with the device, you can either plug it in with a cable or click on Status information in the Home menu bar to pair it wirelessly. To make a wireless connection, press Pair and follow the instructions on screen. The status information will indicate if pairing was successful. You can now use the foot control panel to focus, zoom, and make precision movements with the device via the joystick, as well as to perform certain features. To change the microscope's position, release all brakes by pushing one of the lower green buttons on the back of one of the hand grips. Press one of the upper green buttons to release certain brakes of the system only. Depending on the configuration, the button will release either the stand or microscope brakes or activate the point lock function. Smaller movements can also be made by using the joystick on the hand grips or on the foot control panel. To focus the image and zoom in and out, use the rocker switches on the hand grips or on the foot control panel. To change the light intensity, use the yellow buttons on the hand grips. To take a photo or start video recording, either program these functions to one of the buttons on the hand grips or the foot control panel, or press the photo and video icons on the touch screen. To access the most frequently used settings, go to the Control Center on the right side of the touchscreen. On top, there are switches to turn the light on and off, deactivate the safety feature, Focus Light Link, and switch the additional light on or off. We recommend keeping the Focus Light Link activated as it is a safety-relevant function that limits the maximum adjustable light intensity depending on the working distance. Below the switches there are a few numbers. These stand for the light intensity percentage, working distance, and zoom factor. You can adjust the settings by clicking on the numbers. Change the light intensity by clicking here. By clicking on the working distance, you can change the speed of the focus. To activate Focus Lock when using a micro manipulator, go to Settings, Microscope, Focus, and toggle on the Focus Lock button. Click the Zoom button to change the speed of the zoom. If the panorama function is activated, it will be indicated by the blue panorama symbol. This icon allows you to change the speed of the movements performed with the joystick. If Z mode is activated, it will be indicated by the Z blue symbol. Changing the focus, zoom, and movement speed might be especially relevant when working under high magnification. This icon of the Control Center allows you to activate one of the fluorescence options. By tapping on the last button, you will access the Position Storage menu to either save or select a position. To make additional settings, open the Extended Control Center by clicking this arrow. You can find the buttons for System and Drape Auto Balance on top. If the RFID chip of the ZEISS Smart Drape is placed near the RFID reader, the Auto Drape function will also appear here. Click this button to start or stop the long-term video function for recording a lower resolution video. By clicking on one of these three symbols, you can directly jump to the control settings for your hand grips, foot control panel, or voice assistant. The current observation mode is also visible here. It can be side by side or face to face. The mode can be changed directly from here by simply pressing the desired mode. This icon will indicate if the system is set to optical or digital mode. The mode can be changed by directly clicking on the desired mode. The ZEISS KINEVO 900S also features different presets for its visualization modes. Depending on your requirements, you can easily change between the standard mode, depth for an increased depth of field, or custom for a user-specific video image configuration. On the bottom you will find two additional switches to turn the panorama view and brilliance mode on and off. Panorama on is pre-selected for ocular-based working. It shows the expanded view to maximize the recorded view. Panorama off is pre-selected for the digital microscope mode to reduce vignetting. If the brilliance mode is turned on, the camera will have the maximum gain for sharpness, contrast, and color. To make additional settings, go to the Setup menu by pressing the gear button and then go to Microscope Settings. There you'll find additional settings for illumination, tube, focus, and zoom. Additional settings you can adjust include changing the lamp, adjusting the light warning threshold and selecting speed levels for changing the light intensity, changing the system mode from optical to digital, enabling autofocus with brakes and laser focus aids, and activating focus lock in case you're using a micro manipulator. You can also activate and deactivate the smart links in this menu. Focus Light Link limits the maximum light intensity for the selected working distance. Focus Zoom Link automatically adapts the focusing speed to the magnification. The pre-selected focusing speed is automatically reduced when a higher magnification is used. XY Zoom Link automatically adapts the XY travel speed to the magnification. The pre-selected travel speed is automatically reduced when a higher magnification is used. Auto Brightness regulates the light intensity for constant brightness in the eyepiece, depending on the working distance and magnification. It automatically adapts the luminous field diameter as well.